Super welterweights Jan Marcus and Zeke Flemmings delivered promises for the future when they took on one another on Saturday, April 11th. This was a fight between two young fighters that had something special, and they delivered. Let's talk about this fight and these fighters. When Vito Mielnicki took on Omar Huerta on Saturday, April 11th, as the main event on ProBox TV's broadcast, it was a very good fight for Mielnicki, who's looking to move into contention on world-class level. But it was the co-main event that took place between Cuba's Jan Marcos and Dwight Flemmings Jr. These two men came in undefeated with records of 14 wins, no losses, 10 KOs for Marcos, 11 wins, 10 KOs for Flemmings. And boy, did they deliver. They had a fight that was what we consider an old junkyard brawl. Both men went down in this fight. And it began in the fourth round when Dwight went down after Jan had caught him with a good shot, a 1-2, put him on the canvas. And then in the following round, we saw Flemmings put Marcos down. This tete-a-tete and back and forth gave those who were in attendance some excitement, because there was ebb and flow with this bout. And there was a lot of talent on display with Marcos, with his mobility, fast hands, and nice snapping pop and punch on that he brought to the fight. Now, Flemmings was more of a power punching fighter. He's the kind of guy that comes in and pursues and breaks someone down. But in this fight, the mobility of Marcos gave him difficulty, and he tried his best. But what ended up happening is Marcos got a decision that worked out because he had more versatility that he brought to the fight. Now, the two men, even though one took a loss, doesn't mean it's a setback, because they both performed at a peak where one had to win the fight, but the person who lost can always come back because the talent is there. The talent is there by both men. They had the type of fight where their styles were contrasting, Southpaw Marcos against Orthodox Flemmings, but they delivered. And that was the great thing. The scorecards read 97-91, 92-96, and 96-92, but in favor of Jan Marcos. At the same time, the 22-year-old Flemmings should not drop his head at all, because this is the type of fight that you can see these two circling back to face each other again. At 25, Marcos is not yet in the prime, but he is doing exactly what he needs to do as a professional fighter. Cuban fighters are often ostracized because of their talents and abilities, but this is a man that if he continues on the trajectory of which he finds himself, he can do some great things in the sport. All in all, the Mielnicki fight in the main event saw Mielnicki come out on top, and he's ready, as he says, to take on the top elite type fighters and see where it carries him in his career. But don't forget these two men that were in this co-main event, because they brought exactly what fight fans want to see. And in the junior middleweight division too, we're talking about more talent being able to express what we want to see out of boxing. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about these junior middleweights. Leave comments and let's discuss further. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.